Hola a todos. Hello everybody. Yo soy Viviana. ¿Cómo están? How are you? Bien? Fine? Okay, I'm happy about that.
And I hope you fulfill all your dreams in Spanish.
Espero que cumplas todos tus sueños en español. In this video, I will show you how can you talk with the possessive in Spanish. In English, you say, "This is my pencil." In Spanish, este es mi lápiz. The structure is same. Okay, but in English, you can say, "It's mine." This pencil, it's mine. Es mío. Es mío. In Spanish, exist two kinds of ways to talk about the possessive. The first way is called adjetivos posesivos. Adjetivos posesivos or atonos. In Spanish, the people think that this is a weak way to talk about possessive. For example, if you are with your friend and your friend has a boyfriend, if she say, él es Mario, él es Mario, he is Mario. Mario es mi novio. Mario is my boyfriend. Sounds good. It's normal. It's good. It's normal. It's a weak way to talk about possessive. But if your friends say, he's Mario, él es Mario.
He's mine.
Es mío. He's Mario.
He's mine.
Él es Mario. Es mío. It's a little different. It's a strong way to talk about possessive. And this kind of possessive is called tónicos o pronombres posesivos. Tónicos o pronombres posesivos. It's very different in this example.
In this second way of talking about possessive is most used to answer a question. Whose pencil is that? ¿De quién es ese lápiz? It's mine. Es mío.
The truth is that it's not important that you learn these names. Adjetivos posesivos o pronombres posesivos. It's very important that you know how you can talk about possessive. It's not important that you remember the names. Adjetivos posesivos and pronombres posesivos. You only need to talk about possessive. But in Spanish exists an informal way. This is the trick, and I hope show you this more later, okay? Because we are talking to talk more about these two kinds of possessive. I will be starting with the atonos or adjetivos posesivos. In this way to talk about possessive, first you need to say the possessive. For example, me, my, me. This is the possessive. Me, my. And then you need to say the object of possession. For example, house, casa. Then you need to say mi casa. Mi casa. Mi is the possessive. And then you say the object of possession. Esta es mi casa. This is my house. Esta es mi casa. This is my house. In English, you can say my car or my cars. You can hear that My car is singular. My is the possessive. And my cars is plural, but my is possessive. My in English is used for singular or for plural. In Spanish, it's different to talk about a singular object or a plural object. It's different, but it's easy. In Spanish, also it's very important the gender because it exists a possessive that depends to the gender. Now you need to know the singular possessive. My, me, my is used for female and male object. Your for informal form is saying to talk about a female or male object. Then you say tú. Your for informal form, tú. Tú is for female or male object. For her, his, and it, you use su. Su is for female or male object. Su. But our is different when we need to talk about female or male object. Nuestra. Nuestra is used when we talk about a female object. Nuestra casa. Our house. House is female in Spanish. Our house. Nuestra casa. But if you need to talk about a male object, this possessive change. Nuestro. Nuestro. Our car. Car is a male object in Spanish. Nuestro carro is different. Nuestra for female object and nuestro for male object. Your for formal form. Su. Your house. Su casa. Their. Their is su. Is su. Their house, su casa. Let's get started and repeat.
Esta es mi casa. This is my house. Esta es tu casa. This is your house. Esta es su casa. This is her house or this is his house. Esta es nuestra casa. Esta es nuestra casa. This is our house. Este es nuestro carro. This is our car. Esta es su casa. This is your house. Esta es su casa. This is their house. Vuestro is used with a female object but in Spain. And vuestro is used for a male object but in Spain.
This is when we talk with singular possessive. But in Spanish, if you talk with this possessive in a plural form, you only need to add s. Add s.
Let's look up some example in singular and plural. In singular, Mi casa. En plural. Mis casas. Singular. Tu casa. Plural. Tus casas. Singular. Su casa. Plural. Sus casas. Singular. Nuestra casa o nuestro carro. Plural. Nuestras casas o nuestros carros. Singular. Su casa. Plural. Sus casas. Singular. Su casa. Plural. Sus casas. Never forget that to talk about possessive adjective, you must have three aspects. 1. Who is the owner of a thing? 2. The gender of the thing. 3. The number of objects. Don't forget that in the sentence, the article, the possessive adjective, and the noun change depending on whether you speak in plural or singular. For example, my husband and I have a house. Esta es nuestra casa. This is our house. But if my husband and I have several houses, we must say, estas son nuestras casas. I love the examples. Carlos say, he is my brother. Él es mi hermano. Él es mi hermano. Maria and Pedro have a cat. They say, this is our cat. Este es nuestro gato. Este es nuestro gato. In singular, he is my brother. Él es mi hermano. In plural, they are my brothers. Ellos son mis hermanos. Lucas es nuestro gato. Lucas is our cat. In plural, Lucas y Dindo son nuestros gatos. Lucas and Dindo are our cats. In singular, él es Pedro y esa es su casa. He is Pedro and that is his house. In plural, él es Pedro y esas son sus casas. He is Pedro and those are their house. If you want to know the second way to talk about possessive and also want to know the trick that exists, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and see you in a next video. Remember, you can download this lesson in PDF. Ciao!